That's just water. This is an annoying sound. It might be too loud. I'll give you a minute to adjust your volume. And contact. What that does is slick down the little leather hairs and makes them all lay flat and smooth. And now this is ready for the fade. And I'm going to do these other two sheaths just like I did this one. And I'll show you how I do my fade. My, what do you call that? Airbrush is kind of acting a little funny. I hope I don't, the compressor is working good, but the gun is kind of acting funny. I hope I can make it work for 3 more sheaths, because that's what I'm, well, let me show, you're still running, I'm still on, I'll just do one more. And this is what it looks like to begin with, and here we go. more, and then I do the fade. Okay, I don't know if you can see this or not, but my wife is right there weed eating. Oh, Lucy saw that. The deer was just over the fence looking at my wife, but Lucy saw her. All right, here is my airbrush. And this is how it works. You fill this little reservoir up with whatever color you want to use, and then you pull this back and push it down. And you push it down for air, and you pull it back for the amount of liquid you want to be sprayed. The further back you pull it, the more liquid it's sprayed. It's supposed to work that way. It's been a little iffy lately. So what I'm going to do, one, Georgia Weatherman wanted black fade, and these two I'm going to do a chocolate fade. It's so close to black, it's not quite black, but it's so dark that it'll look like black. So, I kind of want to use my older dye up too, because I have a whole thing of this right here. And I'm going to start buying them in dyes that I use a lot of. I'm going to narrow, see, I got, God, 20 different colors of dyes, and they're all so close to being the same color that I'm going to narrow it down to like maybe 6 colors, and I'm going to use these quartz because it really pays off in the long run. All right, so I'm going to get a little bit of this in here, and then I take my high-tech airbrush utensil and I slide it in here, and that's how I hold it. I hold it over the trash can and turn it like that. So I will get you on the tripod here in just a minute and let you watch. Okay, I think I got you aimed right. Make sure I got enough left in here. Oh yeah. All right, I've done one sheath. Here's number 2. And what I do first is the top edge of this. And then I do the edges this way. Okay. Now let me get rid of this and put the black in, and I'll do the last one. All right. the alcohol there. You got to clean it every time you're done using it. All right, I'm gonna clean up the outside and we're done with the phase. Now I gotta let it dry, and then I take a dry cloth and I rub them down real good because a lot of that dye is gonna come off. All right, I have one more thing to do on the sheaths. This is beeswax, and I'll show you what I do with this now. It protects the edge, it seals the edge, and I've showed doing everything else on my knives. I really haven't shown making sheaths too much. And let me get this on the tripod, and I'll just do one sheath and show you what I do. I'm gonna do all three of them, and then I'm gonna rub real hard with a rag, a soft rag. I buff off all the overspray and it all comes off. And then we go to my shop and put the edge on the knives, and I will be shipping them on Monday. Now I take the rag I rub all this down with, I rub the edges here, and it makes it look like, well, not like glass, but it makes it look smooth. It's hard to tell it's 3 pieces of leather. All right, I got 2 more to do. Whoops. All right, I'm gonna just show you this last thing here. Let me get, I think this is about where I aimed it. All right, I hope I can show this to you, because that, I don't know why, but rubbing it makes all the difference in the world. Oh, did you stop recording? I don't know. All right. I don't know what it is about taking a soft rag and rubbing that wax, and it gets all over it. It shines up the leather some, and it rubs all the little overspray off. So, there we go. This is Georgia Weatherman's, and I gotta do the other two and then go to the other shop and put the edge on them. All right, I'm gonna sharpen or go through the motions. I mean, sharpening a whole knife, it's about a half an hour of work, so I won't make you watch the whole thing, but I'll start with Glenn's knife. I put a little piece of tape on these so the jaws of this don't scratch my shiny finish. Oh, what a long day. It's actually not a long day. I'm just really sore and tired. Okay, what I have here is what I usually start them with. Let me make sure that I got this right in the view. Okay. All right, this is a diamond hone. I wish I had a coarse because this is a medium, and I've ordered a coarse. Actually, I ordered a whole diamond sharpening kit, 75 bucks, but I just kicked you. Are you still looking in the right direction? All right. This is the Lansky sharpening kit here. And it's good, but those stones wear out really quick. So, let me start an edge here. Takes me about a half an hour to get a good edge on each knife. There are other machines that do it way quicker, but I've gotten good at this using the Lansky. And you know, if something works, I just tend to stick with it. I don't like change, you know what I mean? The older I get, the less I like change. feel with my finger that I got to spend a little more time from about here back. And I also know that because the very tip of here is always the thickest, that I just go ahead and spend a lot of time thinning that down. All right, the very tip needs some more before I move on to the next grit. And a little bit more back towards the handle. I'm going to turn it over and work on that end towards the handle a little bit more. All right, now what I do, I've got a decent edge established. Now I start with the stones. And this is what I got. This is the red one, 2, 3, and 4 to go through. And I'm not gonna make you watch the whole thing, but that's just the process I use right there. All right, it is 1 in the afternoon. I've been out here since about 8 o'clock, and I am finished. All 3 have edges. Abel has paid me. Nikki has paid me. And Nikki, thank you for the extra. I appreciate it, and I will put it towards the knife that the guy cheated me out of. And Glenn, I'm sure I sent him a PayPal request, and I'm sure he'll be. I really, if I can, I'd like to mail these tomorrow. Alrighty. I do one more thing. When I go home, I take them all out. I put one more coat of museum wax on it. And then I wrap them in wax paper and put them back in their sheaths. And I'll tell you, most people know this, but storing knives in the sheaths for long periods of time really accelerates the rust. You know, the darkening of the, I mean, this is high carbon steel. It will darken over time if you're not maintaining them, oiling them. So, Nikki, when you get this, if you don't plan on giving this to somebody for a while, take it out of the sheath and just leave it in the wax paper. You know, you can keep them together, even put them back in the box, but don't leave them in the sheath for, you know, weeks and months. Okay, thanks for watching, y'all. I'm gonna go home, wash my hands, and find something to eat. I'm starving.